going. How we making it? I gotta pull up the chats here real quick on TikTok and on fucking whatever else. We have only 6 games to go over today, so it's not gonna be nearly as lengthy. But that's fine. Where am I going live on TikTok right now? Does not say I'm live. Weird. We're going on Twitter though, right? Just want to make sure everything's running smooth before we hop into everything. Yep. We're live on TikTok. All right. I mean on Twitter. We're good there. I don't know where the hell I'm live at on TikTok. Can I get some props for the Lakers game? I got a few for the Lakers game for sure. Made a lot of money following your code. Salute. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to get as trying to keep dialed in for your. Where the hell am I live on TikTok? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where did I go live? I don't even know. Looks like that's something we gotta figure out. All right. Anyway, let's hop straight into the stuff for today. Guys, let's relax. All right, hold on. Let me. There's TikTok. So we are live on TikTok. All right, let's go to the daily lineups. Okay, let's hop straight into this. Waste no more time. We have 6 games for today. On TikTok, you can only see a little bit of the crop screen. So if you want to see the full screen, make sure to hop on the YouTube side of things. If you're on the TikTok side, you can see the YouTube or on the Twitter. We're also live on Twitter. Again, everything's right there for your taking. But we're going to start with the Charlotte and Orlando game. I'm going to take it by game, and then we're going to go into the player props. So game by game, just kind of go over under spreads of every game, what I like, what I don't like, the normal gist of shit. All right, Chicago and Orlando. I like the fact that the spread's only 7.5 feels a little bit off to me. I feel like Orlando is simply the better team here. I get they're more of a defensive team, lower scoring games, closer games. I understand that over-under is only 218 for a reason. But I think that leans more into my taking for Orlando at 7.5. Obviously questionable Lonzo, questionable Giddey. I think both of them do end up playing. So I'm not too worried about that. Kobe White, first of all, is playing the 3 here, which is insane. I know he's going to see mostly majority of 2 minutes, but he's going to be starting there at the 3, which is kind of nuts. Anyway, I think I'm going to take Orlando at minus 7.5 there, and I'm going to lean the under at 218.5. I think it's going to be close, though. I think I would stay away from the over-under there and just kind of take the spread. Philly and Boston. This would be a good game if this was last year or 2 years ago. Almost everyone is questionable on the Boston side of things. I'm expecting most of them to play. I don't think Porzingis plays. Jaylen Brown's probably going to play. I don't think Drew Holiday plays, and I think Derek White plays. That's kind of where I'm at with it, but again, we'll see. Everything comes out probably a little bit later today. We'll probably know around the 3 o'clock time. Let's say everyone plays hypothetically. I'm slamming Boston. I get it's a total big spread, but when you don't have Maxey and Paul George probably isn't going to play, it's literally just Kelly Oubre and the backups and Quentin Grimes, who might drop 40 again. Who knows? Against a good Boston team, it's just not going to be close. This Philly team has become so sad so fast. I had high expectations for Paul George, Embiid, and the gang here with Maxey. I think Maxey's still going to be good over time, but yeah, it's just sucks to see that team be so bad. Golden State and the over-under for that game, I would lean the over just because I think it's going to be a bunch of backups chucking up shots. Golden State and Brooklyn. Obviously, Golden State's favored by 11 there for pretty good reason. I think I like Brooklyn to cover. I understand Golden State's been rolling, but this Brooklyn team has been really, really scrappy. Obviously, the total's a little bit higher there, 223.5. I think I lean the over there. D'Angelo Russell's been playing all right ball. Cam Thomas doing his normal high usage playing. Cam Johnson seems like he's able to kind of get those shots to fall now, before he struggled in the beginning of the season. And then Nick Claxton is doing very underwhelming things as normally Nick Claxton does. But again, going against Draymond Green, that's a pretty good matchup for him. So I think I lean Brooklyn to cover here. I still think Golden State wins it. I'm not saying take Brooklyn money line or anything, but I think Brooklyn can definitely cover the 11-point spread there, especially if it goes to 11.5. I think I would lean to take the spread there for them. And then the over/under, I think I would lean the over, just because I can see this game getting pretty high scoring here. If the hands get hot with Curry, Russ, Cam Johnson can even get hot, as well as Cam Thomas, who obviously is going to chuck 20 shots in this game. Indiana and Atlanta, I kind of am really excited to watch this game. Why, I don't really know. I think Trae Young and Tyrese Halliburton are just kind of fun players to watch sometimes, and I think Trae Young is going to come out here and have a pretty solid day. I wanted to take a prop for him. I just couldn't find one that I really liked where the lines were, to get some advantage there. I just couldn't find what I was looking for. Dyson Daniels steals in this game feels pretty juicy. Indiana's been turning the ball over at a pretty high rate, so if you want to take a defensive line, you can. I'm personally not taking it myself, but I saw it and it was something that I was intrigued by, and there's some people really like defensive plays. So if that's somewhere you want to lean, that's for sure not a bad spot. They're favored by 3. I'm gonna take Atlanta at home. I mean, the Pacers being favored away feels kind of crazy, but the spread is 248. There's literally gonna be no defense played. 248. The fuck are we doing? I want to lean the under. 248 is insane. 248 is really fucking high. I'm gonna lean the under there, just like a normal basketball bettor should. And I'm going to take Atlanta to cover 3. Then we're going to take Houston and Pelicans. I do have some plays for this game. I really like Amon Thompson. I like Amon Thompson playing the point now. Obviously, no Fred VanVleet. That's really good for him. Assist lines, just usage overall in general goes up. Zion Williamson on the other side of things has been dominating since, obviously, BI and all them left. So we can definitely take advantage there. He's playing the 3 now. He's playing majority 3 minutes as well with Kelly Olynyk in the lineup. Also, I was watching a... hold on, I gotta go to the comments for this. I was watching... Hear me out. I was watching a series on Netflix that came out. It was like the Point Some. It was like pretty much like a woman owner takes over the bat. I forget what it's called. I completely forget what it's called off the top of my head. What's it called? It's just a brand new thing. It's like the Point Some on Netflix. It's where this like girl owner ends up taking over like the Waves, which is pretty much the Lakers. And in the final game, Kelly Olynyk is in it. Like he's in the show, which is crazy. He's just playing in the show. It's like their best player. Insane. Anyway, that was completely random, but I decided to pivot back to that. That was, yeah. So I saw that. That was nuts. I was like, why the fuck is Kelly Olynyk on Netflix? Anyway, Kelly Olynyk's playing the 4. And then the Lakers and the Knicks is a pretty good game. Obviously, everyone's going to be playing for the Lakers. Reeves is back after missing 2 games. We're going to try to take advantage and get some lines on him. Luka and LeBron have pretty rough matchups here against the Knicks, just historically. This season, OG's probably going to play. I know he's questionable, but I think he's going to play. Karl-Anthony Towns is obviously going to play in this game. Should be a great game. Lakers are favored by 3.5. I would take him at 3.5, as well as I would lean the under in this game. I think scoring is going to have to come in bunches here, and I don't think there's going to be a ton of it. So I'm going to lean the under, even with Luka and LeBron playing out of their mind. So that's where I'm at for the games. Now we can head into player props and see what people are cooking up themselves, as well as what I've cooked up so far. I have 3 plays for you guys. I'm not going to waste any time, and I'm going to hop straight into it. We're going to start with that Lakers game, Lakers-Knicks game. And I'm going to take the guy that's missed 2 games. You're probably like, God, isn't he on a minutes restriction? I know. He probably is on a minutes restriction. Nothing's been established or stated. But I think he's going to be on a minutes restriction tonight. Nothing crazy. I think he's going to see over around the 30-minute mark. And if he sees around the 30-minute mark, I feel very confident about him hitting over this line. As he clearly has in 8 of the last 10 games. When we go down to 27.5 is where his line's at. 27.5. We got it at minus 120 on DK. I also took it at 28.5, so I took the bump as well. If you want to take it there for plus money, you can. I like both of those spots. But this Knicks team has been struggling versus shooting guards recently. Let's go to the past 7 games. Let's refresh our screens. Go past the past 7 games. This is fantasypros.com, by the way, if you're wondering where I see a lot of these stats for defenses versus matchups. If we go to points, Against shooting guards, which is where obviously Austin Reeves plays, now with Luka being the point guard. Third worst against shooting guards in the past 7 games. All right, but what about rebounds? The worst against shooting guards, against rebounds. And what about assists? The second worst against shooting guards in assists. So they are bottom 3 at every single category against shooting guards. Austin Reeves, what happened the last time they played? What happened the last time they played this year? 38 PRA earlier this year in February. Again, I understand that it's like, oh, minutes restriction. There's a reason this line's low. I think even if he plays 28 minutes, he can hit over this line against this Knicks team. They have just struggled recently, and I won't be surprised if he has a pretty big day here. We go to the props madness side of things, which is where we really like to look and dissect some of these stats. Austin Reeves, matchup-wise, fits up pretty well with the pick-and-roll ball handler, obviously being 30. Obviously, spot-up shots and whatnot are not the greatest against the Knicks, but a lot of these are inflated from the beginning of the year when the Knicks defense was just playing way better. I think this is kind of now washed, especially with the way Luka and LeBron space this floor. They allow a ton of open shots. I think that's going to happen. Obviously, you look at the players very similar to Austin Reeves, including Austin Reeves. They've crushed this line. Then by position, 10 of the last 15 have crushed this line as well at that shooting guard spot. So again, we see a lot of good numbers there to take advantage of. I like his PRA in this matchup, and I think he's gonna have a pretty big day. Thoughts? Like the vid on the way in. Dub Super Johnny, super duper Johnny. Nate Dow. This is probably so delayed, and I apologize if I'm so late to your comments. What's going on, Judge Budge? Şengün PRA, or points and rebounds. I'm assuming that's what it means. I think that's a solid spot for tonight. I was looking at that myself a little bit. 2 player props for the day just popping in. Yeah, I'm going to give, that's Austin Reeves 1, and then my next one is going to be Zion, which we'll get into here in a second. Josh Hart birthday narrative or what? I didn't even know he had a birthday narrative today. That's going to be a movie when he drops 50. No, there's no birthday narrative. Are you worried that Luka might take away a lot of his shots? No, I'm not really worried about it. They've been playing pretty well together anyway before that, so I think he'll be fine. And I think Luka is honestly looking to pass the rock. I understand Luka has his games where he chucks like the first quarter, but in the second and third quarter he disappears and comes back in the fourth quarter. It seems to be the Luka narrative right now. I'm not too worried about Austin Reeves missing shots or whatever. Cam Thomas over 20.5. 20.5 what points? 20.5 what? And we're dancing. I'm shaking the heavens. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the next play. Next. Points. Yeah, I like his spot there. Points. I think he's going to be a chuck this game. I said that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I think I like his points for sure. Let's go to Zion. Zion is a player I really like today. You're probably like, God, why you like Zion? Well, you also can get him for really good value at 24.5. You also can probably sneak into 23.5. I'm not going to myself, but you probably could if you wanted to take some juice, but I'm not going to do that. Houston, again, he's playing the small forward right now, so make sure you note that. He's playing the small forward in these lineups. Kelly Olynyk and Missy are going to be the 2 big men, and Zion's going to be playing a lot of that 3, so we have to note that. I know a lot of people are going to be betting wrong because they're going to look at power forward stats. Let's look at small forward stats. Where does this Rockets team? 4th most points to opposing small forwards in the past 7 games. That's a great start. Zion's been hitting this 6 of the last 10 games. All right, what about head-to-head? 3 of the last 4 games in his career he's hit over this against Houston. All right, so we're on the right path. But, Gutters, what about the matchup? What are we looking for here? Well, we're looking at Zion here, taking on a great matchup. 23, so that's 7th fewest. Sorry, excuse me. The 7th worst team in that points area. That's not the restricted area. That's 37% of where his points come from. They're mid in every other category, pretty much where he shoots the ball, which is pretty much all in the paint. Isolation shots, that's 17% of all of his points. They're the 3rd worst in the league. They're mid against free throws and transition, and then bad again for his pick and roll ball handlers. You love to see that as well. There's obviously nobody like Zion, so you can't compare him. But again, he's been hitting this line at a pretty consistent rate. Obviously, without BI, he sees a pretty big usage increase, or at least he has over the past 10 games. I don't know why these are all duds on props.cash, but as you see, the usage last game against the Lakers, 42%. It's nuts. Now, I don't think he's going to be seeing a ton of usage in the assist area again, but We'll see. I know some people really believe in it, and I think you can definitely take advantage of his assists if you wanted to. But I'm mainly looking at these field goal attempts, right? Obviously, the one outlier and 11. Outside of that outlier, he's at 18, 15, 17, 15, 17, 18, 23 field goal attempts. He's seeing the volume we're looking for. Obviously, he's a close to the basket player, so he's going to see high volume shots with a high field goal percentage of 64%. Plus, he's getting to the line 7.5 free throw attempts per game over his past 10 games. And he's seeing the minutes. You don't have to worry about those. In 26 minutes with a 42% usage, he dropped 37 points. So the minutes I'm not worried about. It's crazy to look at this compared to like recent games. And like some people look at this and be like, oh my God, the under's juicy. But then you look at this and you're like, oh my God, everything's green. Everything's green. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have his last 9. 7 of the last 9 have hit over. So you gotta look at it. We gotta look at it. What are you fellas saying over here? Good job over 7.5 shots. Oh, soccer? Yeah, brother. I don't know nothing about soccer. You have parlay. You can parlay any of these plays that I'm talking about together, and you'll be perfectly fine. Or you can look at the video. If you're on the TikTok side, I think I posted a video earlier about the Knicks and Lakers game of a parlay I like. Kelly Olynyk points and rebounds sometimes. Again, if you want to see the full screen of everything and you're on the TikTok side, obviously the TikTok camera I have here is kind of like cooked. I can try to make it a little bit smaller for you guys to gauge it a little bit better over here, but TikTok's kind of just fried for the full screen. So if you want to see the full screen of everything that I'm looking at, make sure to hop on the YouTube side of things. Go over to the BDGEBets YouTube. And check out everything there. Obviously, it's just BDG bets, and you'll get everything. So, I got to make sure I put it in the description of my channel now. I don't think I have it in the thing. Or if you're on Twitter and you want to just be a fucking G, hop over to the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube side of things here. We post videos every single day, so we go live. I think I'm going to do more lives instead of videos now. I think I enjoy these more, interacting with you guys, getting your questions and whatnot. Jordan Hawkins. Oh, my God. I haven't heard that name in forever. Over 3.5 RA. It's juice, but I'm telling you, it's a Lockenstein. All right, Rob. I'll even pay your bread back if it loses. Damn, Rob, you're that confident? How much is the juice? Tell me how much the juice is, and I'll think about it. If the juice is insane, I don't think I can do it, but tell me the juice. Josh Hart 3-point attempts for the birthday cash. What's his 3-point attempts at? No, I know. The Lakers literally don't play defense on shooters this year, so I'm kind of intrigued by that. What's his attempts at? I haven't looked at his attempts. Josh Giddey, or you mean makes or attempts? Because those are completely different, like, actual bars to be betting on. Giddey over 1.5 threes. That's a solid spot if he plays. I think he's going to play, so it's a pretty solid spot. Şengün, double-double. Again, I like the Şengün plays today. If you guys want to take Şengün, I'm all for it. I think he is a very great matchup, and I think he can easily take advantage here. Have a pretty big day. Minus 140. That's some juice, but I might have to dabble in it. Again, is it attempts? But the Pelicans have absolutely nobody on the bench outside Jordan Hawkins. He's gonna see some minutes. What site is this, Gut? This is props.cash. Props.cash. You have to. It is subscription based. If you want to take advantage and use code GUT25, you get 25% off your first month using it. It's like $20 a month, so it's nothing insane, but it is definitely nice to have a little bit of a discount there. Yesterday's BG trivia video was elite. Yeah, no, yesterday was a lot of fun. The gauntlet is gonna be a movie. How true is this about Hart? What do you mean? What do you mean? How true is this? That they leave shooters wide open? I think it's a solid spot if you're taking attempts. I don't know if he's gonna make them, but attempts. I mean, if you can get a spot there on like Underdog or wherever. Make sure if you're not on Underdog, use code GUT when you sign up on Underdog and/or Sleeper and/or Chalkboard. Oh, I don't have the. Yeah, I didn't have the goddamn. I was gonna post a free pick today. I didn't have it up on my thing. Well, it is what it is. 4 pick. I'm dropping everything on it. I have a 3-legger in video on TikTok right now. But anyway, let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. All right. Coffee. I have another play in this game that I really like. And it's plus money. So you guys are probably already going to fade it. But I like it. Plus money. We get Ahmed Thompson at 5.5 assists. I got a plus 124, I think, on DK. Plus 125 on ESPN Bet. Something like that. And everything's in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord right now, link is in the description, I think, of both of my channels, I think. If not, go to the Twitter. It's in the Twitter description. It's in the Twitter bio for sure, and then it's on the YouTube description. If you're not on the YouTube right now, get in the fucking YouTube. God. All right. Next, what I was saying. Ahmed Thompson over 5.5 assists. I really like this spot for him. Again, he's playing the point guard position. Obviously, they give up the second most assists to opposing point guards of this season. Obviously, you're looking at gut. It's a lot of red. It's a lot of red I see. But we go to potential assists. Yeah, obviously, you filter out the one dud for just props like catch being dumb. He's averaging 11.1 potential assists in the passing games, but that's without Fred VanVleet. That jumps to 12. 12.1 potential assists in the past 10 games, with games of 18, 13, and 14 in his past 3, 11, 13. He's seeing 14. He's seeing a high potential assist marks where he can easily crush this line, which I absolutely love. It's a home game as well. He's hit his 3 of the last 4 home games without Fred VanVleet. Now, again, that's nitpicky. You're saying whatever. That's just inflating the stats. I understand. But you go here, and we go to look at, where is it? Where the hell? Ahmed Thompson. What was I going to look at? Just a great matchup overall for assists. I can't find it. But a lot of green here on the right side. There's a ton of easy scoring that should be done in the paint, which is where Ahmed Thompson sees a lot of his assists. He's a big dish into the cut. So he's trying to hit cutters at all times. That's where a lot of his potentials come from. If they can find easy buckets, you can get it to dump off Şengün down low. Easy bucket. It's going to rack up assists pretty fast. Again, he's seen the high potential mark that we're seeing. He's seen the volume that we're looking for. He's obviously going to see the minutes. And now without Fred VanVleet playing the 1, he's going to see every pretty much opportunity we need in this game, in a high-scoring game. I really like the spot. What's the over-under for this game again? 230.5. So, again, I think it's going to be pretty high-scoring. I think it's going to go over that. And it should be a pretty easy catch here for the main man, Ahmed Thompson. Luka Doncic just had 15 assists against his team. Isaiah Collier, even with 8 not hitting his line, but 8 still a lot. Chris Paul with 10. Even guys like Keontae George had 6. Keontae's not a passer. We all know that. He's a chuck. What about Thursdays? He just hasn't been hitting this on Thursdays. I hate that that's even a filter. It's insane. Someone clicks that and is like, yeah, he hasn't been hitting on Wednesdays. I don't know what to tell you. That's insane. The one player that is crazy, though, SGA on Wednesdays goes off. It's insane. If you go look at SGA's Wednesdays, it's actually one of the most crazy things you'll ever see. On random Wednesdays, this brother's dropping 50. Like, it's actually insane. It's hilarious that it's like a filter, but it's nuts. It's actually nuts. I saw it the other day, and one of my buddies, if you know 3Cone on YouTube, he pointed it out to me. He was like, yo, you need to start betting SGA on Wednesdays. He's dropping like 50 every damn Wednesday. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I looked myself, and he's hit over 50 points like 4 of the last 6 Wednesdays. Insane stat. Anyway, Karl-Anthony Towns over rebounds. I can look at it real quick. I haven't looked into Cat much. I did a little bit last night, but I was looking more of his points under. I like his points under today. I was at 23.5. Now it's down to 22.5. So I liked it at 23. 22 is a little bit juicy for me, but I still wouldn't mind taking it. Rebounds wise, have been very, very all over the place recently. Rebounds. The Lakers have been kind of a tough matchup, I feel like, recently for, or am I tripping for rebounds? Yeah, they're middle of the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They need to put the numbers on the side here. 12. So they give the 12th most rebounds in the past 7 games. What about the past 15 games? Obviously, it's not as good of a description because the Lakers team has moved around so much. Yeah, it's just not. It's not like an elite matchup. He should see some pretty decent minutes though. Obviously, it's Tibbs, so you know he's going to. What's his rebound chances been? 19.7, and he needs 13 rebounds. Ugh. What people been doing recently? Zubac had a good rebounding day, or Reed had a solid rebounding day. Jokic had 13. All right. I mean, it's not a bad shout. I don't think I'm going to personally take it, but it's not a bad shout if you want to take the over. Not a bad shout. perfectly good. And Rihanna still smacks. If you don't fuck with Rihanna, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Yeah, I wonder if you're wondering if Zach Collins points. I don't know. I don't know if you're wondering that, but it seems like you are. So I'll look into it for you, boss man. Curry on February 27th. Yeah, no facts. Zach Collins points. We'll go to Zach Collins. Is Zach Collins even? I don't think so. We got Zach Collins. Like it. Hold on, I'm trying to look at. I had another play I wanted to do, and I can't remember. It's gonna come to me as soon as I see it. Can't remember. What did Shea do yesterday? Did he have a good game? I can't remember. I can't remember what I was doing. Sorry, my ADHD just went crazy there for a second. Oh my god. Oh, Zach. Oh, I was looking up Zach Collins. Sorry. That's so right. I just completely zoned the hell out. Where the hell? What even team is Zach Collins on anymore? How am I tripping? No, he's on Chicago. That's what I thought he was. Am I not seeing him or? Okay. He's not starting, right? Oh, he is starting. Okay. I'm tripping. Points 14.5. He's got 13.5. I mean, obviously he's hit his last five games. He's seeing more minutes now. When he's starting, I don't know why. He sucks. 27 points. Usage has been solid. Field goal attempts have been there. How's the matchup against Orlando? Probably horrendous. Actually, Wendell Carter's back now. But Wendell Carter there, yeah, it's just not a hot look in the past 7 games. And Wendell Carter's one of the best defensive centers. Obviously, fourth. Jakob Poeltl just had a pretty good game, though. 2 good games. John Holmes. He was a little bit older, but Pubs madness to Zach Collins. Not a bad shout. Players like him. Fit over his 8 of the last 10. I would take it. Might as well. Not a bad shout for spamming it in the chat. Okay, what the hell else? Tatum's questionable. Fact. Tatum probably won't play. Cam Thomas over 20.5 points versus Golden State. Yeah, I like Cam Thomas. I said that earlier in the stream. Knicks over total points. What's their point total at? I haven't even checked. Shea Pop 41. Yep, told you. Wednesdays for Shea is just it. Wednesdays for Shea. Wednesdays for Shea. I gotta take his points every time. I know he took his assists yesterday, but jeez. That's crazy. Cat assist ladder? Really? That's what we're doing? Brown assist? I don't know if Brown's playing. If you're talking about Jaylen Brown. Austin PRA, I like it. I posted that play for Austin PRA. Joey, what's going on? How you doing? Can you check D-Russ over 9.5 PRA first half? Zach Collins under assist. Tunes are bumping. Yeah, no, we got the vibes up right now. The vibes are high. D-Russ. D'Angelo. Russin Stains. You said you said RA, right? RA, PRA, first half. First half? We're taking first half now? What are we doing? Where the hell? Nah, first half line's a catch. If you want to take the best first quarter lock of your life, just take Luka over points first quarter. It's like he puts 17 up in the first quarter every time that doesn't score you into the fourth. I just want to see what his in general his PRA is 18.5, so you're getting pretty much at the split. What's the matchup even look like for him? He's playing 2, right? He's playing 1. Okay. Let's go to the past 7 games. Point guard. Golden State has not been nice against point guards, huh? No. Middle of the pack. And pretty low of the pack. I'm going to honestly stay away from that. I would stay away. They just have not been forgiving. I know I'm looking at total full game stuff. But even for that, I just don't. It's a pretty good tell. But if you believe in him first half, you believe in him. If you believe, I'm in. If you believe, I'm in. They have dunk lines? Oh, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. All right. What else? Whose Iowa State chain is that? I forget. I think Nick got it from somebody, and then he's just always had it. He just had it since then. What's up, Mike? Hallie assists. I looked into Hallie last night. I don't know if I'm sold. I was trying to find a play. Like, this is a game I wanted to make the video on my TikTok last night. And again, if you're not on the YouTube, get on the YouTube. What are we doing? What are we doing not on the YouTube right now? Because I know you folks on TikTok can't see the full screen. So if you want to see what I'm looking at entirely, hop onto the YouTube side of things. In the meantime, though, we're going to be looking at Hallie assist 10.5 at plus 110. What? Yeah, 9.5 juiced. Wow, that changed a lot since last night. I felt like 9.5 was not that juiced. All right. Well, hypothetically, let's take 10.5 plus money against some value against Atlanta, who's given up a pretty good amount of assists. What are they doing recently, though? That's the question. Everything's been changing in the league recently. What have they been doing recently? Not giving up assists. That's what they're doing. Middle of the pack. Like, middle of the pack. Kind of low in the pack. It's like middling. It's like probably 17. I'm not counting that many people. In the past 15 games, it's definitely higher. But again, the past 7 games, a lot of things have changed. Dude, I mean, the total of this game is 248. So my gut wants to say you can't go wrong. But it's also, you're betting on Tyrese Halliburton. So, like, if it loses, you're kind of doing it to yourself. He's the most wishy-washy player in the entire league. In away games, he fucking stinks. This is his last 10 away games. I haven't filtered anything else. I just filtered away games. You tell me if you should take his over. Just the away games you're looking at right now. 0-10. Jeez. What the hell happened to Tyrese Halliburton? Is it BDG on YouTube? It's BDGEBets on YouTube. That's where you can find it. I need to make it a link in my TikTok. I know I need to be better. I need to grow up. I need to do that. I forgot to add it to my link tree in there. But it's BDGEBets on YouTube. You can find it pretty easily. We're growing. We're doing videos every day, lives every day, whatnot. I think I'm going to start doing lives instead of videos every day. It's just easier, and plus I can engage with you guys, and it's more fun. Plus, then we can get the TikTok involved as well. And we can get things bumping over on TikTok. Yeah, but yeah, if you want to bet on Tyrese Halliburton on away games, I mean, go ahead. I'm not. But, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Be my guest. If you also can see the full screen on the Twitter side of things, if you want to hop on Twitter, we almost have 500 people in here across. I don't know if that's just TikTok. I don't know if that's just Twitter. I don't know if that's what that is, but we have a lot of people in here according to my screen. That's a lot. That's sick. I appreciate all of you guys being here to just kind of sit and yap about plays. How we doing, Jonah? His line was 8.5 yesterday. He hit that. Are you talking about Hallie? Yeah, well, in a game against Atlanta, and with the over-under being 248.5, we're not going to get that, sadly. I'm a Hawkeye, but that's fire. No, the chain is absolutely electric. Some shout-outs I do have for plays. Let's look. Show me a 2-man I need to nuke. I put the 2-man in the Discord. The Discord you can get if you go to the... I got to just put the link tree in my TikTok is what I'm realizing. I just got to lock the... I know, that's right hand of the big man. That one's on me. I got to do it. If you hop over to the Twitter side of things or on the YouTube side of things, the Discord is in the description. And the Discord is in the link tree in my Twitter. Yeah, you can see stuff on there. Shout out Good to Go. No, shout out Logan for real. Do you like Jalen Brunson over 35.5 PRA? I looked into it. I don't think I like Jalen Brunson plays today. I don't know if I can trust you, bro. You like the Panthers? Trust me, my poverty lifestyle of fandom has nothing to do with my plays. If anything, it makes me fade the hell out of the Panthers. Instead of Bryce Young recently. Bryce Young hooked at the end of this. Hey, we got some hope. We got some hope. If Bryce Young plays anything like he did the last 3 games, I have a little bit of faith, but not much. What was I gonna look at? Sorry, ADHD's bad. What the hell was I looking at? Oh, PRA for Brunson. I didn't like Brunson plays. I wasn't in on him. The matchup hasn't been great. I looked at it last night. 36.5. You said 35.5, right? 35.5. All right, 35.5. Let's look at recently. Again, look at recency. Teams have changed. Things have moved. Lakers, one of the hardest teams. Yep, one of the hardest teams against point guards and points. Lakers, one of the hardest teams in rebounds. Lakers is one of the hardest teams against assists. I would lean the under on PRA for Brunson, if anything, just off the matchup. Volume-wise, usage has been all right, but nothing crazy. Potential assists, let's adjust that one. 10, nothing crazy. Rebound chances, 5. Yeah, about 5. Field goals made, same thing. Yeah, nothing really too crazy there to hard pulling on, but maybe I'll just lean the under for Brunson for sure. Your fandom cashed some Chuba lines this year, though? No, that's bars. That's bars. My fandom definitely made me more money. And for the Hornets plays this year, I understand we missed Mark the other day, but we have been cash on the Hornets plays. Like, I started the year 7 for 7 on Hornets plays. That was nuts. Now, I didn't bet on them every game, obviously, but I think I was like out of the first 30 games, I bet on them like 7 times, cashed all 7. And then recently, I haven't been betting on them at all because they're just horrendous. But recently, I think we've still been really positive. And I have to look it up on Pickett. I took the Lakers on the money line. I like it. I like the Lakers to win this game for sure. 530 people in here total. That's fucking awesome. I appreciate everybody that's in here. And if you're in here and you're not on the YouTube side of things, hop onto the YouTube BDGE Bets. BDGE Bets on the YouTube if you want to see the full screen. Obviously, if you're on the TikTok side of things, that's where you're going to be able to see the full screen of everything that I'm looking at. I've all, like, on the TikTok screen, you're just seeing the chart. I have stats that are all to the right of this that you're missing with the odds and everything. So make sure you hop on the YouTube side of things over there or on the Twitter side. My X is at the top there if you want to go there as well. Never mind. We need a recap on Mark because what the heck happened? Dude, he played 9 minutes in the first half. It was absurd. What app am I using to do my research? This is props.cash. If you use code GUT25, GUT25, you'll get 25% off your first month. It is $20 a month. So, if you want to get it, it works for MLB too. That's the other thing. People are, they don't have MLB up yet. But they will have MLB up as soon as the props and the lines come out for MLB. So when MLB season comes out, we're going to be streaming here. I'm going to be adding, for your excitement, we're going to be adding Tony in here a lot for the MLB side of things. He said he wants to be heavily involved, and I know he's as big of an MLB head as me, if not more. So it'll be interesting getting his opinions in here, him to yap about things, and to have some fun just kind of chatting about the MLB. So we'll have him in here for the MLB stuff. Obviously, I'll cover all the NBA stuff pretty much all season long, as I always do. But it'll be a lot of fun to have him in here, obviously, on those days. How do we feel? Sorry. Excuse me. How do we feel about Austin Reed's PRA tonight? Personally, I love it. Jonah, I posted in the Discord that's one of my plays for today. I also posted on Twitter. That's the play to hammer. I like it at 27.5. Excuse me. I don't know how much his minutes restriction is going to be, but I don't think it matters. I think he's going to crush over this mark. Giddy over 15.5 on DK. I like Giddy today. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Should be a good matchup for him. What you going to take my offer on the Hawkinstein? I'll give you your units back if you tail. It's a lot. Let me look at this. I understand they have no bench depth. But this is insane. What'd you say? RA? RA on Hawk? 3.5. All right. Minus 185. No, that's underdog. What is it on? I don't have pick it. I got to pull a pick it next time. What the hell are we doing? You think I'll place a unit? I'll message me on Discord, Rob. Message me on Discord, and I'll put a unit on it for you. And if it doesn't hit, I'm 2-to-1 odds. I'll take it for you, Rob. If you give me double back my unit, I'll be in. One unit, I'm not doing it. Almond boards is a solid shout. I like almond board. I like almond just RA today, but I'm leaning more the assist myself. But if you want to take his RA, you can. Him as the point guard doesn't get as many rebounds, but not a bad shout. Curry over 25.5. I mean, yeah, they're playing Brooklyn, so I won't be surprised. 25.5 minus 125. You can get it at minus one. No, you can't get it at minus 110. Minus 125. What's Brooklyn's defense been like recently at point guards? Not good. I like that spot. Volume. Volume's been kind of low, but it's because I'm clicking away games. Well, he's playing away, but yeah, volume's been all right. Nothing too spectacular. 3 points have now been there. With Jimmy being added, it has helped him so much. So much. That's why I'll give you 5 units back if it doesn't hit. Rob. That's crazy. Curry under 1/4 rebounds. You're getting too fancy. Way too fancy. What about Tatum? All right. I don't think Tatum's going to be playing. If he plays, I mean, it's a good spot, but I don't think he's playing. The booty is bigger than it appears. So. Draymond assists. I locked that in. Facts. Draymond assists. I haven't looked at Draymond assists. Luka rebounds, I did like. What slips you got? Fave today. My favorite plays are all in the Discord. I have 3 plays in the Discord right now. It's you're gonna have to. I don't think I have the Discord in my TikTok link. I don't think I do. So if you're on TikTok, you got to go to the Twitter and then get it, or just go over to the YouTube side of things. I have everything on YouTube. Just BDGEBets on YouTube. It's in the description. You can't miss it if you're on the YouTube. It's literally in the description with a big logo, big Discord logo. Easily able to be had over on the YouTube side of things. So make sure you're going on the YouTube. Jimmy over 20 points. Jimmy over 20 points. Jimmy over points has fucked me twice. Ugh. That's 17 points. You want to boost it up to 20? Look back for plus money, Steens. I mean, where is he? Jimmy's playing the 4 right now. The 4. The 4. Brooklyn's been mid against the 4s. I don't know if I can convince myself on Jimbo. If you want to take him, be my guest. I don't know if I can convince myself on Jimbo here. Luka 8.5 rebounds is solid. It's called BDGEBets. Yes, it is. BDGEBets. I had someone come up to me at Walmart one time. He was an absolute G. And he talked like that. He was like, "You got from BDGE?" I'm like, "Nah, you're a fucking legend." It's like, that's funny as shit. I was with my best friend at the time. And he goes, "Yeah, you can't hype him up like that." It's hilarious. Good time, though. Out of mind. You're all. Run it down, you know. Looking for somebody tonight. Anyway, if you guys aren't on the YouTube side, make sure you head over there. I know I keep spamming that, but that's where we're live we're gonna be live like every day. So make sure to tune in over there. It's gonna be a movie. I'll link the TikTok tomorrow. I need to be better. I know. I should have done that beforehand. I completely forgot. So I forgot it's different. We used to have the BDGEBets TikTok, Twitter, but now that's gone. Now we're just using Gutters. Cam Thomas over 19.5 points. I like it, Tay. I like it. I like it. Jackson Hayes over 7.5 points. It's not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. Jimmy under 20.5 PRA. Now that I like way more. I think it's gonna could be a blowout. No, I don't think so. I think Brooklyn kind of keeps it close, but I still think Jimmy under 20.5 is good. Look over 37 PRA. It's not a bad shot. He's gonna probably have like damn near 15 assists again. So, but Jackson Hayes over 7.5 points. We'll look into it because you spammed it 4 times. Not that I'm encouraging that behavior, but we'll look at it. We'll look at it. Jackson Hayes 7.5. He's been doing pretty well recently. I like how they have Mark Williams listed here, like he literally ever played a game. That's crazy. Lakers allow. Lakers are. He's on the fucking Lakers. I'm talking about. The Knicks allow the 4th fewest points to opposing centers, and over the season, they allow the 8th fewest points to opposing centers, and recently against centers, they allowed Ware to go over, Edie to go over. Edie stinks, and they went over. Oh, it's been a pretty good matchup recently. Not a bad shout. Cat's kind of a pussy, so I'm in. I'm in. Jackson Hayes over 7.5. Lock it up. PRA 27.5 for Reeves. I love it. I love it. Everyone's coming in here and just telling me my plays. It's pretty dope. They're like, yo, this play? I'm like, yeah, I'm in. That was without Cat. Yeah, well, like I said before, Cat's up. How much is Cat been out? Just 1 game? 2 games? Dude, Rihanna's back? Oh my god. Good tips for bet slips. I would say the best tip I have is do your own research. I know a lot of people follow like either me or anyone in my space. Like I'm even saying me. Like some guys will come on here, especially in the TikTok space and everything, and they're like, dude, just like blind tail me. I'm like, don't do that. If you don't like a play and it loses and you're like, I knew it, you're going to feel 10 times worse than if you research the play yourself, where you have all these tools that I'm trying to teach you to give you. I don't want you to have to rely on someone like me, rely on someone like Alex Crusoe, rely on somebody to just blind tail. I think you should use what we give you, do your own research, and see if you like the play, and if you agree with it, take it. That's kind of where I'm at with that. I think that's one of the best tips you can have for creating good slips. I also think make sure you're securing value is the biggest thing. So when you're on sites like Underdog, you're on sites like that, you compare them compared to normal markets. You can do that pretty easily by using something like a Picket or somewhere where you can see just overall, or you can look it up half the time and it's on like websites and compare those sites when you're making slips compared to the books to see if you're getting value. If you're getting 19.5 on Underdog, but it's like 18.5 on other books, you probably don't want to take that play, example, or you want to just like parlay it down, whatever. So make sure you're looking at that sort of stuff. I think those are like my 2 biggest tips is do your own research and make sure you're following kind of what the books have laid out for you. What's the best free app to research? Free app to get betting research is tough because there's not, I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a lot. I think the best research tool that's absolutely free is probably this FanDuel and Basketball Monster. Basketball Monster, all this is going to do is give you the lineups of exactly where people are playing, and then you can compare that to the NBA defensive versus position site, which is on Fantasy Pros. It's absolutely free, and you can just kind of look at where they're at position value, and then you at least can go off that, and then you can just manually look up. I normally go back and forth to these two, and then I go to props.cash or Props Madness, but those are both paid sites. If you want to go for free, go to StatMuse, look up their recent games, go, hey, Austin Reeves game log, whatever, see how he's been doing recently, see his percentages, see all that, and then compare that way. That's probably the best way you want to go about things for free. To kind of then you get the defensive matchup, you get how they've been doing in the past few games. You can look up them versus the other team as well on StatMuse. and you can kind of keep going from there. That's kind of the process I would go to if I'm like, I don't have money, I want to do this for free, X, Y, and Z. But also, if you don't have money, you probably shouldn't be betting. Listen, I'm trying to promote it. But at the same time, if you don't have money, don't fucking gamble. Like, it's just, like, that's just kind of like my true advice. Especially if you're young. Like, I know it's fun when you're, like, in college and you're, like, balling and you're like, dude, this parlay. It's 10 legs. Can't miss. And then you're like, oh, fuck. It missed. So, I mean, I was in the shoes one time. I was in college. I was placing legs and whatnot. And I was like, oh, this is going to be my side hustle. And I lost a lot. But now I'm gaining a lot because I've gained that experience. I've eaten shit. And I know kind of how to do the proper research now to get to a point where I make more money than I lose. So it's all about just kind of doing that and being consistent with it. Yes, you should. You have to double it. That's insane. Yeah, it's just like, be smart with it. Don't be actually like stupid. Some people are actually so stupid. So that's my advice. The club can't even handle me right now. You know, that's kind of what I'm saying. Because we're going all out. Betting pros. What's up, Kelsey? How you doing? It's pretty good, but prop shot cash and need for it. Yeah, prop shot cash is very elite. Like if you really want to like just spend $20 a month, you'll get the $20 back for sure by just using props.cash. I'm full on board. And again, if you want to get a discount for the first month, code GUT25 or gets you 25% off your first month. So it's just super easy, just kind of plug and play. And I don't normally like promote that code, because I don't normally promote people to buy it. But if you want to do the proper research, it's kind of a must-need tool. And you get a discount there for 25% off your first month, so it's definitely worth it. Giddey over 14.5 points. Curry under 4.5 3-pointers made. Luka over 27.5. 27.5 what? And Josh Hart PRA. I agree with two of those. I agree with points for Giddey. And I agree with Josh Hart. What website is this? It's props.cash. Jimmy Butler over 17.5 points. I mean, he's due. That's kind of the only real numbers we have for that. Outside of that, it's not really a great matchup. Brunson under PRA. I like that read for sure. I like his under on the PRA. Kobe White over 21.5 points. I like that spot. We don't know if Ball or Giddey are going to play. So if neither of them do play, Kobe White's in a prime spot to snag some easy points in great minutes. We have almost 700 people here across platforms. That's amazing. If you're not on the YouTube side of things, you want to see the full screen. If you're on TikTok, you're just chilling here. And you're like, God, where's the full screen of things? Make sure you hop over. You hop over to the YouTube side of things at BDGEBets to get the full screen of everything. Super simple. And you see the full screen. You see the stats. You see everything we're going over when I go over them. You're not missing a single thing. On the TikTok, you're missing things. You're missing sights to be seen. I said under. Under what? Oh, under 21 points. I like his over. Sorry. Sorry. I like his over. I was saying I like his over earlier. I think it's gonna be solid. If both Ball and Giddey play, I could see the under. But I still don't. I still like the over more than I do the under. Got Pat's going to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, shit. What's the YouTube? It's literally what's in the middle of my screen right now. BDG Bets. I know it says BDG Betting, but it's BDG Bets. I'll fix the graphic, but it's BDGE Bets on YouTube. Should pop up. Should be my face on there. Anyway, Zion points is a lock, Ryan. Is a lock. I like it a lot. 24.5 I like. 23.5 if you want to take the juice, you can. I like 24.5 though. That's kind of where I'm at. 700 people in here across platform. That's nuts. I appreciate you guys being in here. That's sick. We've been streaming for how long? A fucking hour of my life? Alright. That's pretty sick. We're cooking. If you guys aren't following, make sure to drop a follow too. In the Discord? Nah, yeah, it's in the Discord. It's a Lockenstein. Jackson Hayes over 7.5 points. I just went over that with a kid. It's a pretty decent spot. Matchup's bad, but People have been hitting it recently, so it's not bad. Tatum under 32.5 points on DK. Tatum probably is not playing, but if he does play, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a blowout. Absolute ass smacking. Not super related, but any advice on learning about making sports graphics like the one you make for vids? The best advice is, one, learn Photoshop. Like, make simple shit early. And then take what other people do for free. Like, there's a lot of free stuff on YouTube where, like, there's templates, there's stuff like that. Copy them and then try to repeat what they make and then work on it, build on it, add your own stuff. And it truly is like just a progress and practice thing where if you just keep building, you'll get better at it over time. It's not like a super simple, there's not a super clean answer I can give you. It truly is just like you just got to practice and get reps at it and then use what other people. I use YouTube a lot for a ton of sources, and I think YouTube's probably the greatest tool you can use to get better at building graphics, at doing things like that, and just kind of keep building on what you got there. So BDG trivia was an easy today sweep. Well, I didn't even see what it was today. Hallie assists over 9. You want to see this graphic again? I'll show you the graphic one more time for the new people that are in here. Let's look at what Tyrese Halliburton's done in away games this year. Thoughts? You know, you go to away games, you go to assist Tyrese Halliburton. Let's just filter away. I'll move this over for the people that can't see on TikTok. Yeah, no, that's what we're looking at. All red. Literally all red. Double vice, thanks. Nah, thank you, Caleb. Fraud's over 3.5. 3.5 what? Assist. 3.5 points? It's a little juiced. Thoughts on Jalen Wilson over 7.5 points? Thoughts on Jalen Wilson? Jalen Wilson was in our office. That's 6.5 now. Holy shit. Oh, it's because he's on the bench now. Right? Yeah. He's getting bench minutes. 20 minutes. Let's cap his minutes. Like 22. Yeah. It's not as good. It's not as pretty to look at. He's gonna be playing Golden State matchup. Let's look against small forwards. They haven't been great against small forwards. I like the spot. Not a bad spot, especially if he sees the minutes we're looking for. Or if it gets out of hand. It could be a good spot there. I don't mind it. Someone asked me a question. Jalen Green over on points. I looked at this earlier. I'll look at it again. I forget. Jalen Green. Jalen Greenenstein. 23.5 points. Let's go to recent games. 23. Against Pelicans. That's tough tits. Pelicans are not allowing a lot of points for shooting guards. Okay, but what about the Props Madness matchup? Gotta be a good matchup, right? Jalen Green. Points. He's hit this before in 2 games, 30 and 34. Or he took 43% of his shots from 3. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, this is the clear indicator right here. 43%, they're 4th worst. And they're 2nd worst versus, in the paint, where he shoots 32% of his points. That's 75% of his points that they're bottom 4 in the league at. Same thing with transition buckets, same thing with spot up buckets. Yeah, I really like his points here today. That's a good spot. Good shout. Good shout. Good shout. Come always dream. Fave plays of the day. They're on Twitter or on the Discord. My fave play of the day. What was my play of the day? My play of the day. Zion over 24.5 points. That's where we're at. We're locked in. So. Days to day. Can you look at Halliburton RA? We just, yeah, no, that's fine. No, I love showing this graphic. Awesome. This is Tyrese Halliburton in away games. Obviously, he's away today. This is his RA over the past 10 away games. 23% over the season. So, yeah. You're looking like, oh, Hallie over. Yeesh. Yeesh. Is that supposed to be Trey Mann under PRA? What are you, Charlotte's not even playing today? Can you look at Halliburton RA? We just did that. Thoughts on this parlay? Reeves over 18.5 points, solid. Giddy over 15.5 points, solid. Pods over 12.5, and Magic money line. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Are you Donut Man? Donut Man. That's an elite name. 3 Cone collab. When? Hey, listen, we've had Cone on here a few times, but we need to get him back. Need to get him back. He was on here in the beginning of the season. It was pretty awesome to just kind of yap with him, get his thoughts on things. I think it was before the season opener. Yeah, we need him back here. Tone's coming on soon, so Tony's gonna be here for MLB. We need 3 Cone back for show. How's Cone doing on your little vacay? That's what I need to know. How's Cone doing on the vacay? Got to go on Google, look up defensive burst position, and you can see what teams are good at defending position. Blah, blah, blah. What not to love to do for plays. Yeah, I use the, again, for those that are asking or whatever, I always use the FanDuel versus position. It's always kind of the best, just easy, free tool to use where, again, you can look at each position filter, as well as you can see the last 7 games, which, again, is the most crucial thing to look at. 7, 15 games, especially. We're post trade deadline now. Every team has been moving around a ton, so you don't want to do the full season anymore. Obviously, every roster has been flipped 5 times. Injuries have happened. So I always filter by game recency. Last 15, last 7 games. And see how they do in those games comparatively to like the full season. Because if you go by full season, unless it's a team that has like had 0 turnover, which is very rare, I think the only team really is Houston, you're going to be just kind of steering yourself in the wrong direction. Handsome streamer enough, thank you. What's a good 2-man? I have 3 plays in the Discord right now. So make sure you hop in the Discord. Again, the easiest way to access that is either through my Twitter or through the YouTube. Make sure if you're not on the YouTube side of things, you hop on the YouTube side of things. BDGEBets on YouTube. BDGEBets, B-E-T-S on the YouTube side of things. It's the easiest way and the best way to get in the betting Discord. And it's all free. I don't pay. You don't just got to pay for anything. It's just free. So it's the easiest way to just get in there and make some money for free. I also post everything at like literally like 2 a.m. when the lines drop. So when you wake up in the morning, or if you're West Coast time, you'll get pretty good spots there. What's your YouTube? It's BDGEBets, B-E-T-S. I gotta just put in the thing in the description. I know I gotta be better next time. I gotta lock in. I find it hilarious that Halliburton is your thumbnail too today. No, 100%. That's why I did it. You think I'm not? You don't think I strategize these things? I always pick like the biggest star for the thumbnail normally, and if I'm betting on them, it's even more likely for me to pick them for the thumbnail. But it's always fun, especially in games like today. Like look at the slate today. The slate today is just fucking cheeks. Again, if you're on the TikTok side thing, you can't really see my full screen. So if you want to see the full screen, make sure you hop on the YouTube side of things, or on the Twitter side of things, and you can see the full screen. But yeah, no. Like, maybe I could have picked Curry. Could have picked Brunson. Wow, I could have picked a lot of people. I don't know why the fuck I picked Hallie. Could have picked Zion. I don't know. Yeah, don't know the decision making on that one, but it happened. So that's that. It happened. So that's all. That's don't know why. Zach Collins under 3-pointers made. I looked at Zach Collins' points earlier. I said it wasn't a bad shout. But we don't need to spam under 3 points. I promise you, I've seen that. What's with the Tyrese hate? I don't hate him, Donut Man. I don't hate him at all. I'm just looking at. This is just the graphic I have up. This is the last thing we got asked in the comments to look at. Very low number of 218.5. Yeah, no, 100%. There's a lot of low games today, but there's also very high games, 248.5. You picked Hallie because you saw as a waist stats? Duh, not facts. That's exactly bars. Even though I made the thumbnail before I looked at plays today. Facts. How old am I? I am 20. I'm 23 now. I'm getting up there. I'm old. I'm old. Would Celtics over be good? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to play anybody. I think everybody's going to sit. Like, look at their lineup today. Like, yeah, they already rolled out Jaylen Brown now. And their entire, like, look at this. They have Luke Cornett, Torrey Craig. Sam Hauser's going to be starting at the 2. Jason Tatum's probably not going to play. Derek White's in is interesting. Let's go to the main screen here. Yeah, we just see everybody's rolled out. Tatum Brown's out. For Toronto, Brandon Ingram's out. Drew Holiday. Chris Dapps. You can see everything that's out on the side here. Again, Basketball Monster is one of the best sites to use when you're looking at stuff. Pound the alarm. We got to stop. Who dat girl? No. Next. Into It by Chase Atlantic. Banger. Scream by Usher. Beauty and the Beat. Oh, my banger. I'm in. What was it looking at? Oh, Basketball Monster. Basketball Monster is one of the best tools to use when you're looking at just who's in, who's out. Most updated, super fast to determine everything. Again, ruled questionable 33 minutes ago was Tatum, so I don't know if he's going to play or not. I don't think he is. I'm going to lean that he's not. Damn, make me feel old as hell. I'm 28. Listen. You know, which two are you most confident in? I would say probably Zion and Reeves. Full Celtics roster out basically. White and Payton lines. Listen, Payton is just the one to go to. I don't think White's really, I understand he's a huge game. I don't know if he's the really guy you want to keep going back to. Didn't know Gut was an NBA guy. It's literally like my entire life right now is just NBA. So yeah, NBA guy, big NBA guy. I just made a Hornets theme team on my team. I'm kind of hyped on 2K my team. It was kind of fun. I made a full Hornets theme team and it was kind of lit. It was kind of fun to play with. Şengün, 21 points. I like the over there for Şengün. Do you do more straight bets or all lays? I mainly do straight bets. Like, I rarely honestly do parlays. Like, you go to my Pick'It, it's a pretty much all straight bets. Again, I know consciously this is just how I bet. I'm a safety better. I'm not one that's going to be like, I'm up 75 units this month because I don't want to go down 80 units in another month. That's how I am personally. That's just how I bet. I think it's safer to do straight bets and build over time. That's kind of been my motto this entire time I've been betting. So I only do straight bets. I only go up like my bigger months are like 20, 30 units. I'm not having 100 unit months like some people promote because they're doing 17 leg parlays. Now, sometimes I'll sprinkle in parlays for sure. March Madness coming around. We're definitely going to sprinkle some parlays in for there. Stuff like that I definitely do for fun. But when I'm actually betting on the NBA and I'm like trying to make a lot of money and I'm trying to like grind, I think straight bets is the way to go. It's the safest way to play. And you'll build more money over time, I think, in the long run for sure, doing straight bets comparatively to 18-leg parlays. Now, again, 18-leg parlays can cash you out big, but you're going to be losing a lot more than you can gain most of the time. NFL players are younger than you, Unc? I know, dude. I played with some of them. Like, I played against Kyle Pitts. I played against some of them. DeAndre Swift back in the... dude, it's tough. It's tough looking at that and being like, damn, I'm old. I have a job now. That's crazy. What's my unit size? It's only $25. I say that, but that's probably a lot for some people. I'm not putting thousands of dollars out. And most of the people that you see that bet and everything don't have $100 units. Like, that's insane. Even some of the biggest bettors, like Caruso and all them, like, they're all like around 25. You don't look old? Yeah, dude, I'm up there. I feel like I'm 60. 23. Made 1,100 units on last year's March Madness bracket. My favorite time of the year. Dude, March Madness is so fun, and I'm super hyped to get back into it. What do you think, Kobe White, 24.5 PRA? No way Caruso bets $25 unit? Yeah, he does. He's my boy, though. But, like, you don't need to be betting $100 units. Like, there's no need. Unless you do this for just you winning. I guess the way to do it is he doesn't make all of us. None of us, and this is the secret that, I guess not secret, but I guess this is like how it works. Is what people don't realize is like I'm promoting betting, whatever. And I bet, but my income isn't coming off my win-loss record of betting. Like, me making my living is not coming off betting. I work for BDG. I have another job. It's just kind of like my second thing that I absolutely love and that I'm good at and that I like to promote and I like to give out to you guys. It's not my sole source of income. So for me to be putting $100, $200, $1,000 units on stuff, I'll just be killing myself in the long run for money over time. And I don't think I can do that. Or at least that's more short term. It's not long term look. It's more short term look. Of like if I have a bad month, I'd be cooked on rent. I just can't do that. So I do smaller units. That's fine. You don't have to like. I hate the people that unit shame people. I think that's the stupidest thing of all time. If you want to put $5 units on everything and you build over time, make $100 in a month sometimes. You'll make whatever. Like you'll build over time. There's no shame in just having a smaller unit sometimes, especially if you're in college. I know some college kids that are putting like $100 on every play. I'm like, dude, you don't even have $400 to your name. Like, what are you doing? Some people are just, you know, this is what it is. What was I looking up? Again with the whole, like, I look at something and then I go on a rant and then I just, whatever. My unit's $3. Duh, Caleb. Young Cuttersteins, for real. What's my best pick? Probably Zion over 24.5 points. Zion over 20 points is great if you want to take that a little bit different. That's what I've done this month. Again, yeah, just build over time, dude. There's no reason, $5 to $10. Yeah, there's no reason to be putting out $1,000 units. Because actual job is being an absolute dog on the BDGE set. Love to watch you. Appreciate that, Kyle. How do you feel about Paulo's matchup today? I feel like I looked at that last night. And I didn't love it when I looked at it, but I'm going to look at it again. I think it's just because I think it's going to be a blowout. I think 7.5 is a misleading spread. How are they doing recently versus centers? Chicago stinks versus, not centers, power forwards, sorry. Chicago's not doing bad. Damn. Where's Chicago at? One of the fewest points. I think it's top 10. Top 10 in points against. Damn, so they're not allowing a lot of points recently. How about the past 15 games? They're going to change anything? No, keeps them around the same mark. Ugh. So not a great matchup on paper. What about when we go to this matchup? He's up at 26. Oh, I remember the good old days when we could grab him for like 21. Jeez. Ton of points in the paint, ton of points out of the paint, but I don't trust Paulo from 3. It's just like a mid matchup that I don't know if I'd feel super confident, but if you really like Paulo today and you want to rock it, you can take it. It's not a bad play. I don't know if I have the utmost confidence to bet it myself. Kind of where I'm at. All right, Jehovah's. We are over an hour in. I gotta do something. Lunch, lift, do stuff. So I will be dropping out here. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for joining. Make sure to have a fantastic day. And I wish you the best in your bets. If you're not following on the YouTube side of things, go follow on the YouTube side of things at BDGEBets. If you're not on the Discord, make sure you join that Discord. It's free. There's no reason not to. Absolutely free. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another live going over tomorrow's slate for Friday. I'll see you guys then. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that sort of fun shit down below. Make sure to follow. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.